just 12 shots for St. Louis in the final 40 minutes. How do they engage more offensively? Does that come from their back end, establishing that push and just getting more offensive zone time there in game number 2 against Boston?
Yeah, you know what, and we're going to jump into it more in the pregame leading up to game 2, but the big thing for me is the forwards need to help out. They need to not just rely on the D to get them the puck. I mean, Boston is a tenacious team. They get on you quick, and they'll finish their checks on you, so you got to help the D out and come back a little bit more. You have to have different layers to get out of your zone and through the neutral zone. I am not concerned about this Blues team once they're in the zone. I even thought in game 1, although the shots weren't great, they hold on to pucks. They're big. They're strong. All their guys are. I mean, they're top-end talent. I mean, you're talking about Ryan O'Reilly. He's 215 pounds. We got Tarasenko. Shen plays with grit. Schwartz is an interior-type guy. I mean, these guys will protect the puck. Pat Maroon, they will be fine getting, once they're in the zone. Then they got to start taking over and getting in front of Tuukka Rask and making life miserable for him. The bigger thing for me, though, is you got to have a different game plan. You got to make a couple tweaks because they weren't getting to the zone enough.
Yep, they weren't getting into the zone. The entries weren't quite the same. I think once you do get there, a little less passing. Be a lot more intentional in your offense. And by that I mean 1 pass, 2 pass shot and crash the net. And they love the goal line plays, which I think is a big part of their offense, especially with that Patty Maroon line. Even the 4th line, they do an outstanding job, their 3rd and 4th line, of generating offense below the dot, so to speak. But you got to shoot from angles that you don't necessarily think are scoring chances. You're shooting to create. You're shooting to put Tuukka under some duress, because so far he's been great. And as you mentioned, Rupper, the Blues have done a great job up until game 1 of getting in front of opposing goalies and taking their sight lines away. We need to see that from the St. Louis Blues if they want to have a chance in game 2.